Hi, I'm welcoming myself back after months of being gone. Hello, how are you guys? Today is just going to be getting ready with me, catching up, seeing what I've been up to, just a lot of talking. So I'm not really going to be talking a lot about my makeup, but the products that I will be using today, I will make sure to list below for you guys. So let's just get into it, talk, say hello. Hopefully this will jumpstart me back into making videos. Majority of you guys follow me here on YouTube, but I've done a lot more updating and didn't go absent on Instagram. So sorry if you just follow me here and you don't have an Instagram and you have had no idea where I've been. So I guess this video is kind of for you and for the people who do know where I've been. It's just kind of catching up and reiterating what I've been updating over on Instagram. I seriously cannot believe that it's been 6 months since I posted a video here on YouTube. Crazy how fast time flies. And for most of you who don't know why I've been gone for that long, it's because I was having issues with one of my dogs. Sadly, he passed away back in March, but between December and March was a really, really hard time for us because I knew he was sick, despite what the doctors and vets were saying, just because his tests and scans were coming back amazing. So it kind of stunned everybody, but in my heart of hearts and my soul, I just knew that he was not okay, which came to fruition in March when we found out that he was full of cancer and there was no saving him. So that was really, really, really difficult on my family. And yeah, I just did not want to do anything, which is very understandable for most people. My dogs, because I do have another one, they're my children. I don't have kids, so they're my kids. So losing him was just, I'm sure you can imagine how difficult that was and still can be, but over the last few months of just kind of taking a step back away from everything, I was really able to just grieve and take it all in, process my emotions, release them, and be at peace. And that's something that I'm at right now, which is a really, really, really good feeling. Of course, I miss him and I cry every second that I talk about him, but I'm still at peace. I will forever miss him, of but I'm just happy knowing that me and my boyfriend did everything that we could to give him the best life. He did have the best life, but also everything that we could medically to try to help him and save him. So yeah, it's been a roller coaster of emotions, that's for sure. So that put a lot of just halt on everything. God, not to mention COVID itself. That was a shit show that we all had to deal with, which was just very trying, I think, for everybody physically, mentally, emotionally, and things like that. So it was like you had all of that stress and emotion, and then me having to deal with my dog passing and him being sick. It was just I didn't want to do anything but be with my family, make sure that everybody was good, and, giving my dogs the best life that I can in these trying times, honestly. And then with COVID, when it first started, I wouldn't say happy, wasn't happy to be locked down, but it was able to get my shit together with creating content and stuff. I was making videos all the time. I was on Instagram, YouTube, and it was fun. And then once 1, 2, 3 months go by and there was no updates on the lockdown, I think I just kind of mentally took a hit. I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was just not happy. I was not happy that, my life was uprooted. And I'm definitely one of those people that does not take change well. So I kind of just stayed off social media. Not completely, but just took a step back. So with that, and then plus my dog, like I said, I was just kind of non-existent on social media and just going through my emotions myself, having to log on to social media and just dealing with everybody else's bullshit that they put online. I was just I'm mentally not okay and I'm just gonna take a step back. But I would say now I'm pretty good, so I want to get back into you know, creating content, being online, things like that. You know, once things start acting up again, because who knows what's going to happen, I'll probably take another step back. But I don't know, like, I feel like the older I get, so I turned 29 in January. I feel like the older I get, the more just very private I start to become. I'm at a really good, happy place in my life. And I just want to treasure that. You know, I don't want any of it being ruined by any outside perspectives, opinions, things like that. So I kind of just put what I want out, which, I mean, for the most part, I feel like people do. But if you knew me growing up, I was very open and honest with the world. Everybody knew my business, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, now that the older that I'm getting, I'm just kind of like more relaxed, more chill. You know, I take a lot of my small achievements, keep them to myself, you know, just share it with my close family and friends, and just keep moving, because you know what? I find that the more people know about you, the more they have to say, and they usually have a lot to say. And ever since I became more of a private person, nobody can say shit, which is a very freeing feeling. Another thing that I spent time on was my physical health over the last 6 months. Because when COVID happened and everything was locked down, I was going to the gym 4 or 5 days a week. And I've been doing that for years. I'm the type of person that I go to the gym for more of like mental health than physical. I mean, obviously you get the physical aspect of it because you're working out. But I found that working out really helped me mentally and emotionally. So that's why I started working out years ago. To be honest, I'm not really that big into fitness. I don't personally like it, but I love the way it makes me feel. And when you feel good and you look good, it's just everything works well together. So when, you know, everything was locked down and we couldn't work out anymore, I was like, I mean, you could, people were doing like at home workouts, but like I said before, I'm not really into fitness like that. So I was like, oh, this is my break. I've been working out for years, so now I'm just going to take a break. Well, that break turned into almost a year. It was not good. So when everything like opened back up, I was fighting myself to get myself back in the gym. And I'm like, bitch, if you don't go to the gym, you know you're mentally not going to be okay eventually. So you need to get back into it. So in January, well, back in October 2020, I was telling myself every day, like, okay, today's the day I'm going to go work out. Today's the day. Well, I did that all the way up until January. Yeah. So that wasn't the day. But in January, I started kickboxing, which, let me get into that. So growing up my entire life, I wanted to fight. I just always loved the idea of doing anything like physically harmful. Not harmful, but just being physical, honestly. And my parents wouldn't let me because they told me that it was going to mess up my hands and my face. And honestly, looking back, I'm very thankful for that because I'm a beauty queen. I'm in the beauty industry and I freelance, I do makeup, and I'm obsessed with that. Like, I really genuinely, truly am. Like, this is who I'm meant to be. But once I turned, it was actually right before my birthday, right before I turned 29, I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I tried back in 2014, tried kickboxing then, and I was trying to find a couple gyms. And I wasn't finding like a good match for what I was personally looking for. And then my parents ended up moving to Indiana, and then I slowly followed them. And then since then, I was on the hunt for finding the perfect gym and a partner to just like give me what I was looking for. And then I found it. So I have a trainer over here in Munster, Indiana. It's the UFC gym. I go to Jim. His name's Jim. And honestly, this is like, if you guys believe in like fate, like this is what I was looking for, and I found it within this gym and within this coach. So I've been working out since January. I started training 2 days a week there, and I felt like 2 was the perfect amount to kind of jumpstart me back into working out because I always went to the gym on my own. I just needed that kickstart to start again. So 2 days a week I thought was perfect. It's pretty expensive, so I was also not trying to hurt the bank, you know? But I knew that I needed it. And let me tell you, I fell in love. I've never been this happy mentally. It's insane. I've always worked out for the mental aspect of it. And so when kickboxing is a whole different level. Punching something is a whole different level. Our first training session, I walked out of there feeling 20 pounds emotionally, mentally lighter. And it was almost as if like, I just didn't know all of that was weighing on me. And I've gone through a lot in my life and in my past. I've had a really, really traumatic relationship that I've never talked about. And I've had to deal with the trauma that came with that. And just like losses in my life with family and pets, animals, just like honestly anything. And, then just the normal stresses of life. And I started, that one day took it all away. I'm just like, I'm still in shock how I feel now. Like, amazing. But with that said, because I was training 2 days a week, it took a toll on my hands. I was updating people on Instagram. I probably can't like notice it now, but my knuckles pretty swollen and I haven't punched anything in like over a week. When I was going 2 days a week, like these were just black and blue and bleeding. And it was not cute. I have like cartilage that's like built up in my hands from punching so damn hard, but I like absolutely love it. So after doing that for about 6 months, I just went down to 1 day a week because it's summertime and I'm back in the gym. I do miss just like traditional lifting, just, hitting different body parts, stuff like that. But I think back once it hits fall and the winter and we all get seasonal depression, I'll go back to doing 2 days a week because I know that will help me just stay fit and get out of the house and stuff like that. But right now I did just last week go down to 1 day a week. And I was happy as well because I really wanted to give my hands a little bit of a break because they were just swollen all the time. I just looked like I was rocking bitches. And I wasn't. I could, but I wasn't. I just really had to take a step back from what I was doing and just take care of myself, And it felt really, really good. And now I'm like genuinely so happy again. Even after everything that's happened and the loss of my beautiful baby angel that I fucking miss more than anything. But like, we're happy. So yeah, I'm like feeling and I feel ready and I like can't even speak right now. I really am so happy. And it's really kind for like everybody in my DMs all the time, always asking like, how are you feeling today? What are you up to? Blah, blah, blah. So I guess this is more of like an update for them as well, that I'm just happy. I'm doing well. Slowly, getting back into it. Again, I post way more on Instagram. I'm not going to lie, Instagram's more of my favorite. I feel like YouTube has been getting a little like restrictive with their creators. And I mean, just these smallest things you could get flagged for. And I just feel like I don't really get to be like my creative self here as much on YouTube as I can on Instagram. So that plays a big role in why I've also haven't been here in a minute. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop like making videos. So don't worry, like that's not going to happen. I will still make videos. But I don't know, you'll just have to follow me on Instagram to see my other content. Like the content on Instagram versus content on YouTube is different. So yeah, you could go over to Amanda Devon, check me out if you haven't. Love to see you there. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's my life update. Haven't really been doing much else since, just really, staying healthy and happy and safe and spending a lot of time with my close friends and family and enjoying each other's company. Gosh, if there's one thing that I've been like really upset about lately on social media is I've been seeing so many deaths, and it's whether it's somebody's animal or a family member, a parent, a brother, a sister, a cousin. It's so much lately that it's been giving me so much anxiety. My family, my friends, they're my best friends. Like, I'm so close with my family. I see my parents and my sister once a week, and the thought of like not having them in my life, just from what I see like on social media of how like other people are losing their loved ones, I'm like mentally not okay. So I just been really spending so much time with them, just soaking up every ounce that I can. And I don't regret it. I truly am just like very happy right now with what I'm doing in life, and just yeah, I'm happy for this summer because I kind of busy now that like COVID is slowly finally like dwindling down, and at least here in the US, restrictions are almost non-existent at this point. I have a lot of things planned. If you guys don't know, I am a freelance makeup artist, so I'm booked and busy now for weddings this season, which is really nice. I'll be back to back almost all weekends this summer. And then on top of that, I have a lot of like other things to do, like weddings. I have Bree's wedding this summer. I have my sister's wedding this summer. A couple vacations. I have Bree's bachelorette party, my sister's bachelorette party. I'm just so excited to be spending time with my friends and family and making amazing memories. Just, getting back to what life was before everything went crazy. I want that back. So I'm excited. That's what it looks like this summer is gonna be. And then, ma'am, Mrs., Misters, we are almost ready for Halloween season. I know summer just started, but October's not far away now. October is not far away. And yes, I'm going to have another Halloween party, and I want it to be even bigger and better than last year, which last year was a blast. My house, if you don't know, I turned my house into a haunted house. I have a video on YouTube if you want to see it. Listen, y'all. That was so much fun. So I do have something like that coming back up. I'm excited. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for any updates of what I've been doing. Not really, or what I've been doing, how I've been doing. I just started planting herbs in my house. I'm like getting into gardening. So that's exciting. Really also taking just time to explore like different things that I'm interested in. I've been saying this for a year now, but I'm finally going to do it. I've been wanting to paint again. I used to paint all the time like 10 years ago, and I loved it. It's definitely one of my most like therapeutic things that I like to do. So I want to get back into it. So yeah, I'm saying now I need to stop lying to myself. Do it, bitch. Thank you. And sorry if I'm like scatterbrained. I'm like trying to think of like things that people ask. And one of the things is, how's Blue doing? So Bruno was the one that passed away, and we have Blue. Blue's the older one. Bruno was 7 and Blue is 11. He'll be turning 12. And one of our biggest things that we were fearful of was when Bruno passed away, like what was going to happen to Blue. They were soulmates. They loved each other. They did everything together. Their bond was just so amazing. I loved their love. Like, I loved it. So we were really nervous what was going to happen. And let me tell you guys, heaven's blessed me, because the complete opposite of what we thought would happen is happening. Blue is full of life, energetic, losing weight. If y'all know my chunky pig, he's losing weight. His arthritis is gone. Like, he wants to walk for like 3 miles a day. Like, I personally think when Bruno passed, his energy had transferred, some of it, to Blue. Because there's a lot of things that he does now that Bruno used to do. It's amazing. So I feel like that's really helped in our healing process. But Blue, is thriving. He's living his best only child life. I know a lot of people have asked, like, are we going to get another dog? And the answer is no. Maybe down the road, but absolutely not anytime soon. Having them, okay, first of all, let me do my other eyeliner before I get into this. Okay, I feel like most people don't treat their pets as kids if they have kids, and sometimes just in general, but it's the opposite over here. Blue and Bruno are and were our children, and so to get another child is like asking a mother of actual human children, when are they going to have another? They're a lot of work. And we've had to put a lot of our life on hold because of the dogs. We're very particular on how we raise our dogs, the love that we give them, the care that we give them. And so we don't travel often because of that. We're worried that they're not going to be cared for to the level that we would want them to be cared for. So once Blue passes away, me and Jake are going to spend a lot of time together doing the things that we've wanted to do with, you know. So yeah, no dogs in the future. No dog, well, in the current future, present. Hello, where am I? If me and Jake decide to have kids one day, which I feel like we probably will, but not anytime soon, that's when I'll get dogs. And I definitely want to rescue a bunch of pitties. So yeah, not now, but like deep in the future. Although I will say we almost got one. It was a stray that randomly popped up at one of Jake's friend's house. And I'm not kidding you, he had the same mannerisms as Bruno. Same like puppy face. He was a different color, but same like everything, like built, look. Oh, y'all. Almost got us, and we had to tell ourselves no. And the guy that ended up finding the stray kept him. So we're happy that he's in a good home. But if he was going to give that dog away, we probably would have taken that. And I was like, close call. But yeah, I think we're all caught up. But that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and just letting me talk. It was nice to just sit and talk. And if you like interactions like these, something more on a personal level, definitely make sure to follow me over on Instagram because we are way more chit-chatty and personal on there. But until next time, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.